in that spot,
Just
or
how much
Player of the Year, Amleto Monacelli.
I find it interesting, too, that Walter has chosen to finish on the right lane when Amleto's had the best success on the left lane. So he's going to let Amleto finish over there. He must not like the left lane this much.
Comes out and absolutely rips the cover off the first shot and leaves the 4-pin. Boy, did he throw that hard.
Well, not to mention Jedi and the Miller were both
Nolan Ryan,
back in the
although it only shows up at 18-3. That ball rolled out a little bit. Looked like about 25 plus, didn't it?
It did, but it wasn't as hard as we thought it was.
And the Walter Ray Williams Express rolls down the lane.
And we see 18.3 down to 17.1. And you can see that he's not hooking it at all. He's setting it down at 4. It gets to 1 about halfway down the lane, and then at 45 feet, it's already back to 8. Well, Amleto caught all of that one, I'll tell you.
I will tell you this much. You give this guy a second chance, and you got some problems.
Man can throw strikes. It's just amazing how much he can hook that ball and control it week after week. This is his 8th championship round appearance this year. He made 11 last year. It's just, he's had a phenomenal year and a half here, or year and 3 quarters. Hi, Brooklyn.
Well, Amleto was very fortunate.
Of course, we might point out at this point in time that Amleto and Walter Ray are doubles partners.
Roll the PBA doubles in Las Vegas together every year. Walter takes no time. Ball held Corey pretty good. I thought it was going to creep high.
How could it go high?
Walter, 5-step player, very free swing. Watch his left arm comes all the way behind his back, and he just rips through it as hard as he can. Now watch this, Denny. The swing comes back. Now he'll tuck it in right there. Left hand comes all the way behind his back. I don't even know how he can do that. For the double, and he gets it.
An aggressive shot for Walter Ray Williams Jr., who has bowled in 8 title matches since he won in 1987, since he last won. So he's got a string of 8 losses in title games.
Boy, that's
much too long for a good player.
One more.
Oh, about staying out of the gate between the row.
He did have a very fortunate strike in the second frame on lane 31. Let's see what kind of adjustment he makes. He can't swing it too much more. It'll go into that gray board down there. Slows down a mile per hour, and he's bellying about 5.5 boards there on the right lane. More than that on the left.
What I want to know is who lines up off of who in the doubles?
That's right. Yeah.
Huh?
The people they're crossing with, that's who they line up for.
Oh, this one's got some room. And Little Monacelli with the first 4 in the title game, giving no slack whatsoever to his partner. Only player on the PBA Tour to have won better than $100,000 4 consecutive years. The last 4 years well under that mark this season. However, another rifle shot from the corner, and Walter Ray
that's
right at you, pal.
He was looking at that 10-pin, but he snapped it out. He also said that this week he's had the best carry. Now this ball swung about 2 boards more than the last one. Watch the 6-pin. He said his carry's been the best this week of any time that he can remember since 1987 at Edmond. This one to get even. Should mention that he finished second just last week in the World Horseshoe Pitching Championships. He doesn't want to finish second here.
Last week he was pitching for ringers. Now he's pitching for strikes, and obviously doing the job. This one's even Steven, but Amleto has yet to shoot in the 5th.
Amleto, who concentrates extremely well, has this tremendous physical regimen that he goes through every single day.
He's also averaging nearly 250 on this pair throughout the week, although he shot 185 in the semifinal game. Is it 5 in a row?
I think he's figured it out.
Just needed a game to get lined up.
Wow. 5 in a row and 4 in a row. That's why they're number 1 and 2, huh?
Gonna say you're probably right. Walter Ray won his last 7 matches last night to lock up that number 1 position.
Won't make it. 2-8.
The 2-8s.
Teresa looks on. Rodolfo knows that he didn't quite get the lift on that one that he had been. It'd be interesting to me, anyway, to see if Amleto hooks the ball at this pair or throws it straight. See there, he bellied it.
8 boards.
Boy.
Well, the 2-8 was the downfall for Odom.
He's hooking it at it.
Uh-oh.
And a downfall for Amleto. Boy. And for also Jay Burgess. We've had that spare missed 3 times tonight in tonight's telecast.
That's right.
All right, you know what that tells me?
That's been missed.
What does it tell you, Dad?
Next week's average builder
is the 2-8.
There you go. Ahead by 4.
Oh, no. Oh, that's
my. Walter Ray is beside himself, and whoo, that one squared up in a hurry.
Wow.
The
Had the chance to put the hammer on him. Watch the 5 in the headpin. The 5 just never got to the 7. Died on the deck.
Yeah, all enough
Walter
that.
Fire at one of them. At the 7.
I think Amleto did that exact same thing.
Well, what are you going to do? He threw it right in there. We got a 10-pin match with 4 frames to go.
Well, even the best home run hitter in the world fouls one off once in a while. It's a good shot.
Excellent shot. Just not his fault. But he wanted to take advantage of that open so bad. Back in the pocket, little light, leaves the 4-pin.
Tell you what I do like him. Amleto bowling an outstanding game. Walter Ray being very aggressive here in the title match.
Very aggressive.
He's going down swinging.
16 telecasts since 1987, no wins.
Uh-oh.
Trouble.
Oh, you could go a long time before you ever see that happen again. Walter Ray missing a single pin spare.
Switched balls, threw it dead straight, and it backed up. I mean, it actually backed up. It hit the thumb hole right now. You can hear it rolling over it. And he's just, back-to-back opens.
Ain't not good for that.
Oh.
Ouch.
Suddenly, from all strikes, now everything's going wrong.
Incredible what happens out here under the pressure of a championship game. The solid 8. Amleto leaves on the right-hand lane.
And again, Amleto just missed the 2-8 by hooking the ball at it. He'll probably throw it straight at this 8-pin, but I've seen him miss spares like this in the past. Dead center. He says, why did I throw it like that at the 2-8? I would have made it.
Oh, this one has turned around a couple of times. Now 21 pins, the lead for Monacelli as he enters the 8th frame. Walter Ray realizing that, 0-9. It's an ugly thought.
And realizing maybe, too, that last week key frame was Steve Hoskins missing the 4-pin.
It's not that hard, is it?
It shouldn't be.
The windup and the pitch. And the silent 7-pin for Amleto in the 8th frame.
Walter's still alive, barely breathing, but the corpse has still got a little oxygen there in the coffin.
And you can see the look on his face. Oh, so tough in these title matches, especially when you do make a mental mistake like that, because it's so hard to get there. You hate not to take advantage. A pair of perfectos this week. Shoots the left-hand spare from the left side. Don't ask me why, but it's a spare up in the 8th for Monacelli.
2 big frames coming up for Walter Ray right now. He still has a potential score of 235. Amleto going into 225 pace right now if he would go strike spare out.
More lift.
And more direct. Right at him. The biggest shot of the week coming up for him right now, though, Dan. If he wants to win, he's got to strike here. Amleto is looking at it that if Walter doesn't strike, he has an opportunity to be our leading money winner if he wins this tournament. Go around Chris Warren.
$20,000 the first place check in this year's Wichita Open.
Here it comes. Oh, and leaves that tape.
That one, but that's
boy. Now he has to hope that Amleto makes some kind of mistake.
Well, you take a look at the game that Walter Ray has bowled. Did not miss the pocket. Did nothing but throw good shots. But the ever elusive carry just wasn't there. Is it not there because he tightens up?
Yes.
Is it not there because the conditions different?
It could be any one of those factors. I don't think the condition's different. He came out through strikes and threw the ball in the pocket.
Plenty of room.
Oh.
Boy, solid 8, solid 10. Let me out of here. I got to go home.
It's going to make him mark in the 10th frame to lock him out. He's got to make this and mark in the 10th.
How much better can you throw it? I mean, he's wheeling and dealing, Michael, on this championship round pair and coming up with 9 counts.
Especially on lane 32. He's really solved that lane. No trouble. Now he's saying one more good shot, and he's got his 8th title.
And he repeats.
And he repeats. Becomes leading money winner.
Big night.
And a candidate again for Player of the Year.
Thanks. Wait, why would you turn it down? Wouldn't you want to help save the world?
Abby, don't give in. Living in the dark side is right for everybody. It will get to you. Especially when you realize how easy it is to be bad.
Ooh, the 4-9 for a long time. But he holds his hand out and says, safe. All right, I can make the 9-pin. That's what he needs to do. Is to make the 9-pin.
Big deep breath. Make the 9. Notch another title.
No trouble. He needs 3 pins, Denny.
Amleto has already looked at the scoreboard, realizes what he needs.
See if he just throws it straight down the middle of the lane.
Wait. Is that the order?
That's basically what he did.
That 9, which was enough. But the Amleto defended his title.
They're doubles partners, but right
it was a big
now,
match
Amleto
between those
Monacelli
two greats.
stands alone as the winner of the Wichita Open. We'll be back right after this.